Maybe you have never quite fit anywhere. Not fully in your family, not fully in the friend group, not fully in the church you tried, or the gym you joined, or the job where everyone else seemed to know some unwritten rule about how to be in a room together that you somehow missed. You have tried. You have shown up. You have made yourself smaller so there would be room for you. You have made yourself bigger so they would notice you. And it still never quite clicked. I want to say something carefully because I mean it completely and I don't want it to land wrong. You are not hard to love. You have just been standing at the wrong doors. There is a difference, a real, significant difference between a person who cannot connect and a person who has not yet found the right people. The first is a deficit. The second is geography, and geography can change. 639 Hz is moving through this session right now. It is the solfeggio frequency most directly associated with connection, not attraction, not performance, not the version of yourself you put on to be accepted, but the resonance of actual belonging, the cellular frequency of a nervous system that is safe with another nervous system. Your body knows what this feels like. It has known since before you had words for it. The feeling when you are in a room and you don't have to monitor yourself. When someone laughs at the same thing you laughed at before you even said it out loud. When you can be quiet and it is comfortable quiet, not anxious quiet. You have had moments of that, even if they were brief, even if they ended. You know the difference between being tolerated and being welcomed, between being included out of obligation and being sought out because someone actually wanted you there. The difference lives in the body. Your shoulders do something different in each room. Your breath changes. Something in your chest either opens or closes. I am going to ask you to stay with 639 Hz tonight while we talk about what it means to find your people. Not settle for proximity, not call it crowd belonging. Find the ones whose frequency matches yours, because that is the only thing worth calling a community. Here is what I have learned about the people who feel like they don't belong anywhere. They are almost never broken. They are usually just too specific for general spaces. Think about it. The most generic people, the ones who never have strong opinions, never feel things too intensely, never want anything unusual, they fit everywhere because they are essentially the average of every room they walk into. They cost nothing to include, they require nothing to accommodate, and they go everywhere and belong nowhere because you cannot belong somewhere if there is no specific version of you to belong. The ones who struggle to find their people are almost always the ones who are too real, too honest, too feeling, too specific, too much of something that most rooms don't have room for. And they spend years trying to compress that specificity into something more generally acceptable, trying to be a little less of whatever they are so that more doors will open. But the doors that open for a compressed version of you, those are not your doors. The people in those rooms are not your people. You can live inside that fit your whole life and be surrounded by people and still be profoundly alone. Tonight, I want to ask you to consider the possibility that you have been trying to fit through the wrong doors, and that somewhere, not necessarily far from where you are, possibly closer than you think, there is a door with your name already on it, a room that has your specific shape of opening, people who would choose the exact version of you that other rooms have been trying to resize.
639 Hz deepens now in the lower register. You may feel it in your sternum, in the cavity behind your heart. This is where belonging lives in the body, not in the mind, not in social calculation, not in figuring out the rules. In the chest, in the felt sense of, I am safe here, I am wanted here, I can exhale here.